And now it's a transmission. It's progressive.
We got a guest. Meow.
Bye, guest. Scooch.
Oh, Buenos Aires is dead.
That accent is also dead. It's not in the movie. Welcome to the best podcast in the whole room. The Who Suggested This podcast.
The whole room?
The whole
Are you
room.
sure?
There's another one that's recorded in here on Tuesdays, but I think I made it up. So, yes, we're the best one in the whole room.
Wow, guys, thanks for getting us to the top.
Woo!
This is
Woo!
great.
Yee!
Yee!
Yeah, let me hear your yeet.
Yeehaw.
This is the Simple as That podcast, hosted by Drake and Dakota. I'm Drake,
I'm Dakota.
also known as Chip Sometimes. That's her name on occasions. Chip
On
Sometimes.
occasions.
Yep, Chip Sometimes.
Because I love chips.
Yeah, it's because it makes sense. You had to be there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Today we watched Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers.
Not to be confused with that other movie we did that I always confuse in my head.
I'm going to be honest. If you wanted a name of a movie to be as generic as possible, but get like the general vibe across, Starship Troopers pretty much covers it.
Spaceballs.
That could, yeah.
That's the one in my mind. I picture when someone says Starship Troopers. I don't know why. I think of that dog. Man.
If I hadn't seen this movie before, if I didn't like know what it was, it could be anything. It could be Star Wars. It could be
I thought it was another parody on
it's everything. All of them. I can't think of any Star thing at the moment. Trek.
Yep. Interstellar.
Ball. Interstellar.
When are we gonna get an Interstellar parody?
Oh man,
They don't make them like they used to.
they don't make them like they used to.
We get like a scary movie version of Interstellar.
Was
That would
that-
suck.
Was that one where Matt Damon went to Mars?
The Martian. That was great. It's a good book, kids.
My favorite Martian. That was it. It's pretty solid. Today we watched Starship Troopers. And in Starship Troopers, things happened. And I remember them all.
Everything, because we watched it right before we did this.
Yep. Moments ago.
And it was my first time seeing it.
We're doing things a little differently this week. We were interrupted during the session. And therefore, we are recording this a couple of days later. We're recording it a couple of days later, so it wasn't moments ago. And we're gonna do great, and you're gonna be fully satisfied with the final product.
This
Promise.
might be the most chaotic summary of a movie we're probably gonna do.
No, it's gonna be great.
If that says anything, it's gonna be great.
Script: Fade from Black. Johnny Rico. I don't know. Something happens at the beginning. They're probably in class. I think it starts with them being in class, and Johnny is flirting with his super weird-looking girlfriend whose face looks like it was dragged all the way across her face. And they're supposed to be in high school.
The high school where everyone's 35 and
the
older.
high school where everyone is at least 30 to 35. Everyone's right up there, and I believe it. But they're in class. Their teacher's talking to them about socialism or something dumb. And how violence solves all problems, or does it? ? And I think he said it just like that. I'm pretty sure that was how he said it. The teacher's name was Ratcheck, and he's like, ? It's great, or is it? And they ask questions, and it's cool. But the whole time Johnny's not paying attention. He's like doodling on his little doodle pad, and he's flirting with his girlfriend, while some other girls like clearly got it super bad sitting right behind him.
Big old hearts over her eyes.
They get out of class, they do a little smoochy in the hallway, then they run to see what their math score finals were. Apparently it's finals week or something. So they run to check their math score finals. She did great. She got 97%. He did not so great. He got a 35%. His friend came up and made fun of him and then made his score the whole monitor.
Like, why?
And he got embarrassed. By the way, his friend is Neil Patrick Harris.
Never in a high school setting should grades be posted
publicly
on a digital screen. Like, that is ridiculous. You're standing there and it's like as big as like your face, just right in front of you. Everyone can see. And just like his friend did like made it bigger, so everyone laughed at him. That's sad.
I guess this is an important part to say. This is the future, the distant future.
I guessed. I was like, please let this be 2021.
The distant future, the year 2000.
The distant future.
No, so it's not actually, which is surprising.
I believe it's like 2020 or
40, 70, something, 27.
I think it was 2200.
Oh, that makes
It was in
at
fact
least they gave themselves
the
like a
distant
big
future.
jump.
A couple hundred years minimum.
That's good.
So they did okay. And in this future, the whole world seems to be very fluent English speakers and all under some like very socialist government where everybody's cool. To be a citizen, you gotta join the army. That was part of the teacher's conversation at the beginning.
Yeah, and their biggest problem in this world is bugs.
Oh yeah, bugs. There's big alien bugs. Meteors have been landing on. We've colonized the whole solar system, and bugs, meteors have been hitting our planets and moons and things, and we've been having to kill bugs. I've been talking about bugs, but nothing has ever hit Earth yet. It's not a huge deal.
They're deadly as fuck.
Oh yeah, they're big.
It's not just like a big cockroach. It's just like these robot-looking things with sharp-ass little arms that can slice through people like butter.
Yeah,
Fucking butter.
Similar super nerd comparisons. They would be like the Tyranids in Warhammer, or like the Zerg in StarCraft, another star thing. And those are the only things that I could compare them to.
I'm familiar with both of these things.
In nerd lore.
No idea, guys. Don't worry. I'm right there with you.
I don't know. That's stuff with big bugs. Or alien looking dudes. They're a little bit like the Tremors from like Tremors 2 on. The graboids. Yeah.
I'm just gonna I don't know. I'm just gonna put a picture of.
They look like that.
They look like that.
That was way easier than what I just did.
If you're listening, you just have to go with Drake's summary because
they look great. Big armored bugs. And species is not a problem. They're all on the same team, but are of incredibly different bug species.
Yeah.
Because there's different colored blood and they look crazy different. And some of them are like little roaches and some of them are big, like praying mantis looking dudes.
Yeah.
And then other ones are just like big beetles that like spit fire. There's fire beetles. And one of them's a big lumpy slug baby.
Gosh, if that thing ever got on Earth.
The big lumpy slug baby?
Any of them.
Oh.
I would just unalive myself right away.
Well, you and 20 million people in the town of Buenos Aires, but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot that is where they all are. And why? This cast is predominantly just white Americans, obviously.
Well, like I said, the entire world seems to be very fluent English speaking, mosely white people.
Why?
That's the whole world now.
I guess in another few hundred years or something, white people colonize even more.
Yeah, but it's not like they're doing we all look the same now. There's definitely still other people. They're just not in the cast.
No.
Not main characters anyway.
No.
Well, unless you count that guy from The Walking Dead.
He's not main cast at all.
He's about as close as it gets. So and then there's the lady who blew that dude's head off.
Again.
I'm trying to.
Those characters are
I'm trying to think
in and out. They had some lines. They had some lines if that makes you a main character.
She wanted to be a politician.
Yeah. So in the movie.
Then there's the Sky Master Chief General. That's the end of my list.
Okay, good. I'm glad we got all these side characters out of there.
I don't think there were a single Asian. I don't remember any Asian people.
Oops, we weren't there yet. In the decades.
It was this came out in 1997.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the story. It's the main guy, the girlfriend, the friend. They're all going to be best friends for life.
They all made fun of the math scores. Then they went to a football game where the girl with the crush is on the football team, right?
Yeah.
And with him.
It's an indoor football team.
It's an indoor like rugby, football,
and I love
aerobics.
They just let everybody on the team.
Gymnastic. Like they mix it all together. And that's the sport ball now.
Yeah, it looked violent and fun and inclusive.
Violent and fun is actually a really good short summary of this film. I feel like
Yeah.
the movie is incredibly violent.
It was a lot
It
more
is
violent
fun.
than I thought it was going to be.
Very
I thought it
violent.
was going to be more of a family flick.
Not a family flick.
Yeah.
Very violent.
I knew nothing about this movie, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
So they're on the football team, they're playing the sports, and there's like this one guy that's like aggressively like countering what's his name? Rico?
Rico! The main
very
character.
white name, Rico. And so they're like butting heads while they're playing and stuff, and then he falls into the crowd and sees the guy, Rico's girlfriend, and immediately just heart eyes for her and all that shit.
Big flirt daddy.
Yeah, and then she starts like heavily flirting back. She's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna be a pilot? I want to be a pilot." And then like, and then Rico sees it and it's just like, "Hey, get away from my girlfriend!" Blah blah blah. But the girlfriend's still just like, every chance she gets, she's just like, "Oh hi,
Rico, are you jealous?
I am jealous because
Are you
I'm
jealous of me
touching
fawning over this
Yeah.
man lump?"
man lump."
Yeah, that's what we called him.
Did they? My lovely man lumps.
Check it out.
Yeah, no. Of course, he's fucking jealous. You are literally touching him every chance you get. This bitch.
I hate her. Weird looking, face pulled down.
It's Denise Richards. She's cute. She's a model.
She's not cute.
But he thinks her face looks pulled down.
I think. Yes.
I think because she has like a downturned mouth.
She does have a downturned mouth, but she got her cheeks.
She's pouty.
I'm so sad.
She's pouty.
My name is Richard.
You heard it here first, kids.
Sorry, Denise.
Drake hates Denise Richards.
Love Nick Cage though. Still in my book.
Huh?
One of them two are cute. The other one's not.
Oh, okay. So they win the football game.
Main character boy wins the football game by doing whatever
Flippy
play Crush Girl, whose name is Diz. I'm gonna start calling her Diz instead of Crush Girl. Her name's literally Dizzy Dizzy.
Dizzy. Ha, she's in a tizzy. We got a guest. Meow.
Goodbye, guest. Scooch.
Oh, you saw the tail.
Scooch.
Security, get him out of here.
They win the football game, and then they go to the big, cool super high school party.
The ball.
Which is a real ordeal. It's a big thing. Everybody's wearing like real skimpy dresses, and again, it's 30.
I couldn't tell if it was like homecoming or prom because they were like mixed between like really formal dresses.
Whichever one of those things happens after you've already graduated, which is neither.
They're old as shit. Just everybody. 40. Everybody in the town's invited, I guess.
So we got more instances where NPH and Dizzy and Carmen, the girlfriend, and Rico, just get to flirt around and dick around and whatever, as we talk about how they're all going to join the army. They're all going to sign up. They're going to do their part. They're going to become citizens. Rico wants to do it because Carmen's doing it. Carmen wants to do it because she wants to fly a spaceship. NPH, I don't know what his character's name is, but he apparently has psychic powers.
Yeah. Okay. Neil Patrick wanted to, I don't know. He just wanted to join, I guess.
He just wanted to join because he has psychic powers.
Maybe
and he's a super genius.
Maybe there was like a story with like his family. Like he didn't have a lot of opportunities.
No, he's a super genius.
Rico is also very rich, and his parents don't approve of it because they're above all that shit.
Yeah, his dad's like, you're not going to join the army. You're going to Harvard, and that's final. You want to go to the beach and on the 7 rings of Saturn or something?
Yeah, Harvard still exists.
Yeah. Good job, Harvard.
Good job, Harvard. No, and then the dad's like, you just need a vacation to forget about all
You're
this.
going to leave Buenos Aires and go to Harvard.
Maybe Harvard moved.
We don't know.
Maybe in this world, the northern half of America is frozen. And that's why they're all down.
Way down south.
But yeah, and then they were like, you're not going, you just want to do it because that girlfriend of yours, and she just wants to go look good in a little uniform.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing it.
No, he does it.
If you walk out that door, you're cut off. He doesn't even pack a bag.
Yeah, doesn't even pack a bag. Wears everything on his back.
Which, I don't know. All of this is dumb. Just like, he wants to join and be with his girl, but there was seems like there's zero chance of him ever
35% on
with
that
his
math score.
girl.
Anyway, they go and sign up. They do a little test to see where you get placed. She gets placed as a pilot, just like she wanted. NPH gets placed as super secret military intelligence, and Rico gets placed in the infantry.
What a smart choice, kid.
The recruiter's like, Mobile Infantry made me the man I am today, and shakes his hand, and he's missing an arm, and he's missing both of his legs. So
there's a high chance you're just gonna die in the mobile infantry.
Certainly lose some limbs.
The hell, he's dumb. He should just listen to his daddy.
Modern medicine is great in this movie. I can say that.
It's not though. It is, but it's not.
It is great.
It healed a broken bone really quick, but then it couldn't,
or a knife in the hand,
couldn't do anything else past that.
It what do you mean? What do you mean it couldn't do anything past that? They fixed
Why's that guy got no legs?
Well, I don't know, because he got his legs chopped off.
They all have mechanical arms. Where's his mechanical little legs?
Oh, he's poor and he's sitting in a chair. He's poor man. He's poor military man.
I'm just not impressed.
He's just a desk jockey. I don't know. They got some pretty good medicine. That's for sure. Remember that thing that they did where the alien stabbed Rico and then they put him in the tube? That's
like
cool.
Like a little infant. Put him back in his little womb.
Yeah, they put him in the tube.
Anyway. Yeah. So they all go off. They say goodbye to each other.
We'll be friends forever. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
Rico goes to the boot camp, essentially. Now we get Rico's in boot camp and, learns to become himself as part of this military operation, as part of the mobile infantry. He learns to find his place in the world at boot camp.
And in comes Dizzy.
Yep. So she immediately she apparently secret signed up and then found out what platoon he was in and then asked to be put in his specific squad.
She's got it bad.
She's got it way bad. That girl's entire character arc is please Rico, bedoink me.
He should have just done it. Then she'd leave him alone.
Probably would have left him alone.
But yeah, we see a bunch of side characters and why they're all doing this. And so you understand one girl wants to be in politics, like we mentioned, but you can't do it unless you're a citizen. And then there's, I want to have children. You can't. It's
easier to get a license.
Yeah, you can't have kids without a license, and it's easier to do that, I guess, as a citizen. Which maybe there's ways to buy it. Rich parents didn't have to worry about that. Maybe. I don't know. I wish that's kind of interesting.
There's a lot of world building that they touch on and hint at.
I'd love to know more.
And it's super fun. Would you like to know more?
Click.
There's a television program which continues to air throughout the show where it's ad breaks, but it's all in-world stuff. And it always ends with, would you like to know more? And then it looks like it clicks on it and whoosh.
I would like to know more.
And again, that was in 97 when the web was super new. So that was kind of cool.
They knew it would be a big thing.
They knew about the internet.
They knew about the internet.
They're like, the internet's going to be so cool.
So big.
It's going to be very important in the future.
One thing that disturbed me during this boot camp montage or whatever was the showering situation.
Oh, yeah. Everybody just showers together.
So weird.
No privacy. Don't worry about it.
It's like a fucking, it's an open shower area, which I guess is fine, but then it's co-ed. And it was just so weird. Everyone's just naked, boobs out, dicks out, and they're just having light conversation.
Yeah, they're just cleaning.
I'm never in a million years would that be the case.
I don't know.
There'd be some, there were a lot of idiotic guys there. There'd be some being inappropriate.
Nobody
or just staring at boobies.
Look, this is the future. Nobody was being inappropriate.
Everyone's learned their manners.
Yeah.
But no, that's still weird. No, don't let me shower with the boys. They're dumb. Not needed.
It provided a fun place to look at naked people and listen to them have conversations.
Fun place for me to rage out. But that's, I guess,
for Dakota to feel real weird.
That's when they were having the conversations about why are you here? Why are you here?
Rico and Diz do real good in a training exercise, and they make Rico a squad leader.
Yes.
In Rico's first attempt to break a high score on a course in the boot camp, he gets somebody shot in the head.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, one of his guys' helmet's malfunctioning in the middle of a live fire exercise. He's like, "Let me fix, let me show me what's wrong with it." The guy takes his helmet off. Somebody gets lasered. She falls, shoots the other guy in the head. Lady who wants to go into politics. So that guy dies. And then Rico, gets in trouble. He gets 10 lashes.
Ugh.
Yeah, they whip him. They whip him just like the good old days. Give him a good 10 lashes for being a bad boy. Ooh, he's bad.
Why is whipping a thing in the future?
Whipping's a thing. They're doing public executions on TV. It's to keep everybody afraid and on the same page. Socialism bullshit. I don't know. There's all about that shit in this movie.
This movie's just making me weird.
This movie's making me feel. I didn't feel that uncomfortable before, but I'm feeling more and more uncomfortable the more we speak about it.
Yeah. So then he's all embarrassed. So he decides he wants to leave.
Yeah.
But then
he's like, I want to quit. But as he's like, he signed his papers. He quit. He's walking down Washout Alley and talking to his parents on the phone, and then the sun, like, it gets real dark in his parents' house. And they're like, rain this time of year in Buenos Aires? No way. And then the signal cuts out. And then he's like, well, that's strange. Oh, well. And he's walking. He's going to leave. And then on the TV, it's like, 20 million dead in Buenos Aires. Big bug meteor just slammed right into it. Killed them all. It's time to go to war.
Go to war.
So now Rico doesn't have anywhere else to go. And he's like, sir, can I unquit, please? And then they're like, yeah, you can unquit. I didn't. Is this your signature, son? Sir, yes, sir. Doesn't look like it to me. You got to eat it otherwise.
You have to eat it, or else you could just paste it back together.
Paste it back together. You got to eat it.
Yeah, you don't want to leave a trail.
I feel like this whole meteor is borderline his girlfriend's fault too.
Oh, yes. Hold on. A little bit back. Not too far back, but we got to see where the girlfriend's at.
Yeah.
So she
breaks up with him over a video text.
Well, we see her. She gets her pilot job or whatever.
She gets her pilot job.
And she gets put in like third command on the pilot. Like there's the captain and then like second pilot or whatever. Like it looks exactly like Star Trek with Chekhov and Sulu. It's like them. So she's sitting where Sulu sits, and then the hot guy that was on the opposing football team sits next to her, and he's coaching her. He's like in charge of her, which we were raised the question, how is he in a leadership role already when they graduated at the same time?
I missed something.
I was just like, maybe he had an internship. I don't know. Is that how things work?
The boy had an internship.
He was an ROTC.
Probably. That's it. He's a weekend warrior. He's doing it.
I don't know. It didn't make sense. We're like, they're the same age. Just, what is this? And then, so when they're actually like out in space doing shit, she's like, I set a new course. It's actually going to be faster. Look on the screen and check. And then he's like, no way. Oh, wow, it is. Good job.
And then the meteor that crushes Buenos Aires almost hits them. And they dodge out of the way of it. And they're like, let's communicate with Earth. Tell somebody. And they're like, we can't. We'd lost our communications dodging the meteor. Oh no! So like we, the audience, knew it was coming, but nobody in the movie knew.
We think that because she changed course and hit the meteor, it changed trajectory and flew right into Earth.
Probably.
It was like, I'm just going through space, and they were like, bink, and it went. Ah!
That's how frictionless shit works, man. You get a little bit of boom, like.
A little bit of boom.
A little bit of boom. That's going to change the trajectory by like, probably more than this.
If you take the angles and then you multiply it by the weight of the... You
got a hypotenuse. You got to take a sample set.
Yeah. So, Buenos Aires is dead.
That accent is also dead. It's not in the movie.
They are all dead. Como se dice? Dead.
Matar? No, that's to kill. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. So they go off to war, and then when did she break up with him?
Over a video text before that or after that.
I don't remember when.
It's right in there though.
But it was funny because she's just like, with everything that's going on, costume change, I think we need to break up. Like, it was just so weird. First, she's just like, I'm so sorry I haven't been messaging you back. They kept saying writing. They're like, I'm so sorry I haven't written
Well, it's
you.
the future, so they call video messages writing because nobody writes anymore.
It just, I'm like...
That's how you write now.
Huh?
That's how you write. That's writing now.
It's just like a video. Like, I'm sorry I haven't, like...
They send video messages to each other on compact discs.
At least they messaged you. Because it's like a video message. Writing, sorry I haven't written to you. I've been too busy boinking my hot instructor that you hate.
That is what happened.
And then halfway through, she just like changes location and changes outfits. And then she like delivers the breakup speech, which everyone can see.
Yep, everybody in the room's looking at it.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
She was a bitch.
She was a big bitch.
Did not like her.
A baby back bitch who caused all this, probably.
She caused all this problems, probably.
A baby back bitch.
And then Dizzy's just like, oh, you're single now. Oh my God. Which, okay. Brings us to another thing. This guy's a fucking idiot. Rico, he's a big ass idiot.
Yeah, he doesn't have an original thought in the entire film. Not one.
Not one.
Not one original thought. Every cool thing he does was Diz's idea.
And he's,
or his instructor's idea, like the teacher from the beginning of the film.
God, he's
every cool thing he does was somebody else's idea first.
All his DNA went into making his jaw huge.
Oh my God, he's got such a fatty jaw.
Such a big jaw.
It's like...
And none of it went to making a brain in this guy.
Look at my masculinity in my jawline. It's huge.
So they're going off to war.
They're off to war. Ba, 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 ba.
So I don't know, what the plan seemed like
Plan A, I believe, they went straight to the bug homeworld of Clendathu.
But aren't bugs in Buenos Aires?
Well, no. That meteor crashed. I'm sure they took care of all the bugs that came out of that meteor. No big deal.
Okay.
It's on planet Earth, but this is the first time a meteor has hit planet Earth, and they're attacking Earth now, so we have to deal with the threat. So they go to the bug homeworld in all of their spaceships, and they drop a bunch of troops on the ground. And at this point, it seems like it's going to be like just your cool army movie. Like, here we go. This is the war. We're doing the thing, like D-Day style. All the boats are landing. And just as all the drop pods are about to get to the ground, these big, blue, beautiful balls of light that have been shooting off the planet and start crashing into the ships. And the ships start exploding. And they're like, whoa, we don't know what these things are.
We're under attack. So all the ships are crashing and shit's getting crazy. Yeah.
And the drop ships are landing on the ground. And they're like, let's get them. And they all like charge out away from the drop ships. They're like, yeah. And they see like a couple of bugs and and it takes them forever to kill them, but they're doing it.
So
and they're like, this is awesome. And then like it pans out and there's like a super bazillion. That's a number. A super bazillion bugs.
Yeah.
On screen. And they're all charging them and they're all like, ah. And then so many people die and get eaten and get ripped apart and shredded, and like all the happy music dies, and suddenly it's just like silence. There's no music playing, just like people screaming and getting dragged away from their friends and shredded by bugs.
They're dumb, and like these people with guns like shoot and move forward into slicing range.
Yep. Yeah. Nobody knows how guns work.
Over and over and over. It's like they had zero plan.
To be fair, the bugs moved really fast and took a while to kill with the shooting. So, like, the bugs were running at them anyway. So it's like they weren't in full retreat. That's true. But
they just did not seem like does not seem like the smartest like militia in my mind. Like,
no, it was a terrible plan.
They needed way more explosives to kill these things.
They really should have just like
nuked
the planet.
Yeah, explosives are very effective on these things.
Lots of nukes.
Guns are not. So why are you sending in so many like foot soldiers to like shoot at these things?
But evidently we don't nuke anymore. We don't nuke things. Not even bugs.
What happened to the nukes?
What happened to the nukes? What happened to like a bug bomb?
And no one was concerned. Oh, jeez.
Nobody thought of a bug bomb? It took me like, 20 minutes? And I'm like, oh yeah!
You should be in the intelligence with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, would you like to know more? Neil Patrick Harris didn't even think of a bug bomb.
Ha!
He's like,
idiot.
aim at the spinal column.
That didn't work. No one, half of those people in the fucking troops are dumbasses, which is why they're there.
Yep.
They don't know where a spinal column is.
They don't know what math is.
They say, yeehaw, I'm
I
ready
guess
to
he said
go.
nervous stem.
No one seems concerned also about like the other. They had like a bunch of huge ships, which is like what pilots are
That's what the
manning.
blue balls were hitting.
Yeah, there was a bunch of these big ships, and the blue balls were taking them out.
The blue balls were
and
coming out
no
of
one seemed concerned.
a really big bug's butt. Really
Yeah.
big bugs were shooting blue balls out of their butts into the sky,
Yeah.
and they were killing the big ships. But this whole thing turns into a disaster. Everybody thinks Rico died. A lot of the other not main characters, but characters we met in boot camp are dead now. Now we're down to like the core cast.
Yeah.
Rico's apparently dies. He gets stabbed, and they make you think he's dead for a minute. And then it like goes back to the aftermath, where the Sky Marshal General just steps down, and a new Sky Marshal General is appointed because he did a bad job, and this was a bad idea.
It was a terrible idea.
And we find out that the new plan is to, instead of a bug bomb and still taking out the main planet, now we're gonna like attack all of their moons.
I just can't even talk about their plans. It's just so idiotic.
Not good plans. Not good plans.
Whatever. At least like a lot of people were dying and getting like ripped up. There was also like a news guy there keeping everyone up to date about what's going on, and he decides to no gun, just be really close to these things.
We're on a horrible planet. Oh, why am I miming a microphone? A horrible planet. A bug planet.
You guys, you'll never believe. Oh.
A bug planet.
A planet of bugs.
Soldier, what do you think about these bugs? I hate them.
I'm dying. So
Anti-bug rhetoric.
So he's getting filmed, and he just decides to get right up in the shit. Not far, like stand back up on a cliff with like all the carnage going on in the background. He's like up in the shit. And he's like, can you believe what's going on here? Nothing is working. Everything sucks. This plan is stupid. He didn't say that, basically. And then he just gets killed.
Positive military rhetoric. I'm yelling.
And then the cameraman is left, and he decides to not run for his life. He just decides to get.
I don't go grab that one and pretend to mime it.
Yeah.
I mime a camera.
He's like all up close on a bug, like trying to get the shot that'll get him that promotion.
And he's dead. And they're all dead.
They're all dead. Fuck off.
But a lot of them do get back on the dropship. I think they said it was 100,000 soldiers in the first 10 minutes.
Someone made a damn mistake.
That's how you know it's a really good
plan.
Good idea.
So they back off. They decide to attack the moons. Rico is found to be alive, even though he was listed as dead, and Carmen thinks he's dead now, and it doesn't really matter.
I just like that, like his friends came up to him and while he's in that tank.
Hey, buddy, look!
You're dead!
You're dead! See you in 3 days!
He's like... So he gets out, and then
they go on to Plan B. Plan B, which is attack the moons or whatever. Yeah.
Whatever happens.
So they get reassigned to a new platoon that's not all full of dead people.
Which happens to be
led by their old teacher,
yeah!
Ratchek.
Which apparently he's very like highly regarded. All of his troop men.
Who do you think saved your ass?
Yeah. Idiot.
Ratchek's roughnecks.
Yeah. Roughnecks. So they're all excited to be part of his team, I guess, and then
they get tatted up, and then they go to the moon place, and then they're on the moon place, and they're walking around, and now there's flying bugs.
Fuck.
And one of them gets snatched up by a flying bug, and Radchek shoots the guy instead of shooting the bug, and he's like, I want what I hope you'll do the same for me. Shoot me, not the bug.
I mean, that guy was about to get ripped apart.
He's about to get ripped apart. He's gonna be fucking eviscerated.
Yeah, just shoot me.
Shoot me.
Then they what? They have a camp, and then they do camp time.
Well, no,
they do some fighting. They do some good bug fighting. There's a bunch of good bug fighting here. They kill a couple of the big ones. Rico jumps on the back of like one of the super tall beetle things and does like a football move.
This bitch, the beetle thing's crazy. He melts
people. He just melts them.
melts them.
He shoots like an acid on him, and
yeah.
they're like, ah! They like Terminator 2
Just
melt.
Like that.
Just like that.
Yeah, that bitch is dangerous. It's like, you gotta watch out.
But Rico, he didn't give a shit. He just jumped right on that thing's back, shot a hole in it, and then it turns out these bugs don't have organs. They're just soup on the inside. So he took a grenade and threw it into the bug soup.
Wait.
And it went. And then orange went everywhere. Now everyone's covered in orange.
But I'm like, does it only burn you if it comes out of his mouth? or is
it's
it
not
his
the blood?
blood?
It's not the blood.
But it was like the same color.
So he was spitting something.
Yeah.
And there were little electric things going between his antenna.
True.
And he was spitting his sneeze snot through his electric antennas.
Yeah. Okay.
Sneeze snot.
So I don't know why. I guess they think that they've like killed all the bugs on this planet or something.
Yeah, they think that the planet,
Is safe.
is supposed to be a safe zone. It's supposed to be in a safe zone, but they have a camp, and
A big party.
Ratchet's like, I expect the best and I give the best, and he drops 2 like crates. He's like, here's the beer and here's the entertainment, and everyone's like, woo, party.
Woo, footballs and bears.
And this is where Diz finally gets hers.
Well, okay. Again,
But
the
doing
man
it
with
time.
no brain. He's just like this whole movie. She's just constantly like, when are we gonna get together? You like me? And even when he was single, he's like, nah. We're just friends. And then once this fucking Razchek says anything like, ugh,
Rico, never pass up a good thing.
I don't think they heard you. Say it.
Rico, never pass up a good thing.
And then he's like, I do like her now.
Okay, well, maybe I'll just go badoinkle doink.
And then they bang.
And then they bing a bong.
And then Razchek comes back. He's like, we need everybody out of here.
We're getting out of here in 10 minutes. Make it 20 minutes.
Yeah, they try and hide her under the blanket, but then she sits there the whole time going like this under the blanket. So he sees someone's there. Who's in there?
Who could it possibly be?
All right, make it 20 minutes. So they boinkle,
That's right.
and then they have to go do it's because they have to do a rescue mission. They got like a transmission that was like, we need help.
I get it.
Hmm?
Because it's a rescue mission, and now it's a transmission. It's progressive. They go to an outpost. They go to an outpost to rescue the people. But they get there, and they're like, OMG, all the people are dead. All of them are dead peeps. There's dead peeps everywhere.
They piece it together real quick.
Yeah, they piece it together because there's a big hole in the middle of the grub hall. And they're like, this is probably where the bugs done come in. And then they find a guy sitting at the transmission desk. He got a hole in his head. They're like, looks like a brain sucker done sucked him.
But he didn't just look at it, though. He had to stick his finger in there.
He sticks his fingers in and he goes, they done sucked his brain out. He ain't got, this transmission guy is either real dumb
Had to do like,
or someone sucked out his brain sucker.
his brain sucker. And then they're like, they must have gotten in his brain and told him to send the transmission.
OMG.
Oh my God.
And then a kernel or something falls out of the refrigerator, and he's like, OMG, guys, that thing you said is the thing. That's what happened. They did the brain suck.
And they told you guys to come here. Oh my gosh, it's a setup.
And then they're like, he's like, where's the transport? They're like, we didn't bring a transport. And he's like, no, transport? Oh, no. Then Radchek's like, snap out of it, sir. Slap. And then bug time.
Shit ton of bugs.
It's like the Helm's Deep of the bug time stuff.
Like they had a hard time handling like 12 to 20 bugs at a time.
Now there's a billion.
Now there's like thousands rolling in from the fucking valley.
At least they got walls, so they get up on the walls and they finally use guns to do what guns are supposed to do.
And this is the most effective those guns have ever been.
Yep, so they shoot a bunch of bugs, they kill a bunch of bugs, they're doing pretty good. They start to run out of ammo. Rut-row Scooby-Doo. Somebody finally gets a hold of a dropship to come save them.
Yeah.
But towards the end, big beetle bug digs his way up through the ground, just like what happened the first time.
And on the outside, all the dead bugs are doing like the World War Z moment, and they're just like dying on top of each other, creating a nice ramp
All the bugs are in now.
all into the thing.
And this is where Radchek gets pulled down into the sand that they built this outpost on top of. This is an outpost made entirely of aluminum, might I add, which is weird. But they pull him down, they eat him, and he's like, Rico! He lost his legs. You know what to do! And so Rico shoots him. And then they're about to get on the dropship. A dropship gets there, lands right in the middle of the outpost. They're about to get on, and then Diz is like, "We did it! We did it!
No, 'cause
we
she
did it!
saved someone."
Yeah, she threw a grenade into the big beetlebug's mouth or something, and it went, "Oop, boom,
Yeah.
gulp."
And then
I ate the grenade. Stab, 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 and then Diz is dead.
no.
And then they get on the dropship, and then they're flying away. And then on their way out, Rico's sad a little bit, and then
Ugh.
they hear about.
She says the cringiest line though. At least I gotta have you.
Oh, she did say, "At least I got to have you" before she died. Man, get a fucking motivation, Jesus.
That's her only goal in life.
Her goddamn character arc came to a finish. There was no need for her to continue living.
They said one thing. They're like, her only goal in life is to bang our main character. And that's why she joined the army.
And she
that's
done
why
did
she
it.
joined the football team. That's why she's so good. And then she bangs him. And then she's like, I'm fucking done.
I'm good.
Kill
I'm
me.
out. Get me out of this film. Let me be a
God.
dead guy. So
Yes, we sad for like a minute.
he's sad for a minute. They learn about Plan C. Now they got a new plan. Turns out the moon thing was now they know about the brain suckers. They've learned about the brain suckers.
And that these guys are actually calculated and smart
Yeah, so they're gonna go find themselves a brain sucker.
and capture it.
They're
'Cause
gonna go capture a brain sucker.
they think it's like a hive mentality, and the brain, like once they get the brain thing, then it's good. Like they're good.
So they go to a new place to find a brain sucker.
Yeah.
And the military operation starts about the same as the last one did, where all the big ships are getting blasted by blue balls.
The exact same way.
Starts pretty much the exact same. All the military people get on the ground, though, for the most part, all the infantry and whatnot. But then all the big ships are going down, and so this is where Carmen Sandiego and boyfriend Magoo eject in their tiny little pod ship, and they fly and they get stuck in a cave in the planet.
Yeah, just about everything blowing up. I'm like, wouldn't they think with their military minds that this happened last time? Let's try and have a countermeasure to like make sure this doesn't happen.
Same plan.
Same fucking plan.
Do it again.
But yeah, so they take their little pod and they land in a cave. Uh-oh.
Turns out it's a cave right next to the brain bug. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, you'd assume that all these bugs live in damn caves, and then yeah, the brain bug comes out. They're fighting, but I mean they're surrounded.
Looks
so
like a big slug baby.
and then he takes the hot jock, and he takes out his brain.
Sucks out his goo boy. But while this is happening, NPH uses his psychic powers to tell Rico that Carmen is alive and she's in the cave. And so he goes off mission with his platoon.
There was like 2 moments though where Rico was like they knew, yeah, he was like, they've landed here, and then he was like, okay, like all his teammates were like, all right, let's go after him. Oh yeah, because Rico's like captain now or whatever they call it, general, I don't know. And then so they're like, all right, let's go save him. And then he's like, no, I already know she's good as dead. And then that was his like moment of like, I guess getting over her, I don't know. And then he's like, there's nothing we can do. And then like later he's just like, she's alive, I can feel it.
Yeah, that was NPH.
What was no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was the main guy.
No. NPH told him he was alive with his psychic powers.
No.
No, that's absolutely what happened. So at the beginning of the movie, NPH sends the ferret like mental images of a grub being up his mom's leg. So the ferret runs upstairs and runs up his mom's leg. At the end of the movie, he sends Rico mental images of Carmen being alive. And Rico's like, she's alive. I know it. I don't know how I know it, but I know it. And then at the very end when they talk, he's like, was it you that told me that Carmen was alive? And NPH goes,
none of that made sense.
I don't know.
None of that made any sense.
But Rico takes his group. They go in there. They save their life. They drop a nuke and scare all the bugs. The brain bug gets away though. He slithers in. Well, he doesn't slither. He doesn't move at all. He gets carried by little beetles.
Yeah.
He gets carried by beetles into a side tunnel, and all the main characters and the brain bug all live despite a nuke going off in this enclosed cave.
Yeah.
It's fine though.
It was funny because like you see them running, right? And then the explosion happens and they're still running.
It's coming right behind them. And then we get another angle of them running more. But they apparently made some ground because it's right behind them. And then another angle of them running. But they've apparently made some ground because and it did it 3 times.
I learned in this movie that you can outrun an explosion
Easily done. So they get outside, and then everyone's celebrating, and they're like, "Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We did it! We captured a brain bug!" And then PH comes up and he puts his hand on its face, and he's like, "It's afraid!" And everyone cheers, and the movie's over.
So that's the end of the movie. I was very confused because like both love interests for that original couple have died. So then what are they just gonna like?
No, they went back to being best friends. They did the best friend hug. They're like, "Remember when we all promised to be best friends? Well, we still are to do."
Are they just gonna get back together like
not.
because of default? Like all their possibilities are over. Their potential spouses.
They've all grown as a person. Okay, Rico learned a lot of cool lines from all of his dead friends that he can say, and now none of them can say, "Hey, that's that thing I said," because they're dead.
Yeah, like literally anything he says is like regurgitated from someone else. Anything he does is just because of someone else.
He's a big fucking idiot.
Big idiot. Which is why you got a 30 on that math test.
I like the movie though. It's fun. It's a fun space romp.
That movie is a fun space romp.
It's a fun,
and very violent
space romp.
Watch it with your children.
Watch it with your kids. I recommended it to a kid just recently.
Who suggested it to us though?
Mirza and Giorgio.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, you guessing?
No.
Thanks, guys.
It was on Twitter as @the_Mirza. So if that wasn't him, oopsie, my bad.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oopsie, my bad. And it's a shout out to the thing I said.
Thanks, guys. That was a fun suggestion for us.
That was very fun. Did you have any characters you liked? I liked the Golden Girl.
Blanche Devereaux's in this.
For a minute.
And literally just a second. Ruma Clanahan. She played the professor, and she's not dolled up like Blanche Devereaux normally is.
She's playing a blind science teacher.
Was she supposed to be blind? I thought she just had those glasses on.
She had those glasses on. She had a blind stick.
Did
she was like swinging it around, pointing at shit.
Gosh.
She was using it to gesture at shit she couldn't obviously see.
That was like the only one in the movie where I was just like, oh my god,
I didn't give her the chance to say it about NPH. Otherwise, she probably would have.
Nah, I'm never like, oh my god, it's Neil Patrick Harris.
Even when you recognize him? Even when you're like, oh my god, he was in this. She hates NPH. You heard it here first. She's an NPH hater.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just not my favorite.
She didn't even like How I Met Your Mother. And you should be mad about that and post about how much you dislike us now in the comments.
It's okay.
Tell us you hate us.
Okay, guys.
Fun facts? You got some?
Oh, wait. Okay. My favorite character.
Oh, your favorite character.
Because you said yours was who?
It was. And I just wanted to mention that there was a golden girl in this.
Blanche Devereaux. No. My favorite character was the politician.
Oh, the one who
killed the guy.
Who killed the guy? Why? Then I like the big dumb farmhand who got killed. Done.
Well, they were like building up these characters. Like everyone kept making fun of him, and I thought maybe he'd have like a redemption. Like
I'm just a big dumb farmer. That's why I joined up.
Everyone kept calling him dumb and big and stuff, and then I thought like maybe he'd have something where he was like really smart, like came up with a really smart plan or something, and then like immediately just got shot.
Nope, he's dumb, and he took his helmet off during a live fire exercise. Got shot in the head,
and I was shocked.
He would have been dead anyway. The top half of that man's head blew off.
Yeah,
he would have been
you're
dead
talking
anyway.
all about this health technology. They couldn't fix him.
You're right.
It's like 2200 year old. I don't know. I'm just like, come on.
You don't need a head.
Yeah, they just stitch it back together. They can
do a prosthetic.
You tell me they can't 3D print a brain.
He definitely
back in the up in the day.
Up in the day. That's what you say when it's the future. You say up in the day. You heard it here first. Coined a phrase. Who suggested this podcast? Saying up in the day when we're talking about the future. That's what we do now.
Up in the day.
Up in the day. I'm gonna write a song called "Up in the Day."
Yeah. So I don't believe that. So those are our favorite characters. Fun facts.
Fun fact with Dakota.
First one is that the year of the movie is 2197.
I was pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I did a guess. I done did a guess, and I guessed it right up near it.
Director Paul Verhoeven, whatever, Verhoeven, admits that he never finished the book. I guess that this was based on, and he said, I read the first few chapters, and that'll do.
Guess what, guys? I guess this movie's based on a book I learned.
Yeah, just found that out for the first time. No, I already knew that.
We researched it.
I fucking knew it.
Done did it. Done knew it. Done told you.
And then he just told the screenwriter, like, tell me the rest. That's lazy.
I like the beginning of this thing. Tell me what happens.
Tell me what happened.
Popsicles.
So that's it for fun facts.
What would you score Starship Troopers?
Probably 7 empty brain cavities.
Ooh, you do, and I would fill those 7 empty brain cavities like bowls of ice cream with big blue balls. So, however many it takes, probably if it's 7 balls, you could probably fill each ball with about 4. So, 28 big blue balls to fill your ice cream bowls.
Great.
Nope, that's bad math. No, that's good math. I don't care.
I didn't even listen to the numbers. I was like, where are we going?
The numbers are important.
So good job, Starship Troopers. If you haven't seen this movie, go check it out in theaters right now. At your local cinemas.
It's so new.
It's real new.
I got a question.
What's up?
Do you think what position in this socialist army do you think you would rank into? Where would you get dropped?
Not like what I'd want, but where I realistically.
Yeah, where would you be? What's gonna happen to you?
I'm just gonna be too proud, and I'm not gonna say the infantry. Pilot.
Oh, you're gonna be a pilot? That's so cool.
I want to be a pilot.
There's no way I would get to be a pilot. Infantry. Yep, it's happening. I'm gonna be a multiple amputee. I almost said decapee, but that's not real because then you're just decapitated.
Yeah,
and you can only do it once, I think.
Decapitate.
I'm a multiple decapee.
I've been decapitated multiple times.
Done lost my head over and over.
Jesus Christ.
That's what it's called. That's what you do. Couldn't find shit up your asshole.
Couldn't find shit up your asshole. Yeah, I'm like, as far as like pilots go, most of them were like blown up, sucked into space.
Yeah, they did not fare much better than the infantry.
But
from what I saw.
For the most part, it's more of an instant death. Like sucked out to space, exploded on a ship.
I loved when they were in the little like baby shuttle and they were flying down to the planet and like bodies were just bumping off the windshield.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
That was pretty fun.
I like the movie's pretty well made. Like they did a really good job. This is not a bad film. This is I
was about to say for the 70s. For 97.
It would be really fucking good for the 70s. Holy shit.
The most gruesome death for pilots was the bitch that got chopped in half by a door.
Oh yeah, the leader of the pack.
Captain.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. The captain of the ship. And they did a lot of progressive stuff like that, putting the women in the leadership roles. That was real important. There, the Sky Master General was a woman. The captain of the ship was a woman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They did a good job.
They did okay.
Even though they didn't really give her responsibilities like that. Captain, what did she do?
She told the crew that they had done a wonderful job, which is basically Captain Kirk's entire role.
So she's the ship's spirit leader.
As is Captain Kirk. As long as we can agree that Captain Kirk was also just a big cheerleader.
No.
Yep.
Captain Kirk came up with some plan. He was like, "Do this."
She said, "Do this." She's like, "Get us out of here!"
Yeah, and then the pilots.
and then the pilots were like, "Okay." There were a couple of times when, like, I feel like she would turn the stick down to, like, go this way, and the ship would be like, boop, and go the other direction. But, you know, that's the editor's fault.
I loved when they were, like, evading the comet. They're, like, going straight towards it, and then they had to...
Hold! And now down!
Why couldn't you just start?
Just as soon as you're like, there's a thing gonna hit us in the Turn!
They must have been the ones to like steer the Titanic because that's like how it was. It was like
Iceberg, hold!
hold. Oh shit! It didn't work that time.
Ah, it never works.
It never
Why
worked.
is holding it till the last second never work? It's gonna be so cool when it does. Everyone's gonna be really impressed with how close that was.
Oh god. What else can we say about this damn movie?
I don't know. Are you excited for us to all move to Buenos Aires in a couple hundred years?
Yeah.
I'm excited. It's going to be so nice. It looked really nice down there. I can't wait to say rain this time of year.
This time of year.
I can't believe it. It only rains 3 days.
I'm like, maybe that's like California thinking. Because, like, you know, they always have droughts. Maybe it only rains in a certain time. I don't know. Because I'm like, we're down here in Florida. It rains every day.
Every day.
Between like 3 and 5.
Always raining.
So it's just like, maybe it more accurately here. Rain this time of day.
Oh my God. It started an hour early.
And I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure the sky doesn't go completely black when it's about to rain. Like that. Like they're.
Oh, yeah. That
was
was
black.
That was a bad choice. Rain would not have been my first guess, I don't think.
No, but it was the funniest thing they could have said because that was entertaining.
It was pretty fun. I liked it. Oh man, and I loved all the cutaways during like the little propaganda commercials. Like,
oh yeah, the propaganda
like it had the dog crushed by a building, and it was like real gruesome, like a dog puppet, which was like impaled with rebar and all sorts of shit. And then it panned to like a redneck standing there being like, "The only good book is a dead book." Or the kids, it's like the soldiers are doing their part. Are you doing yours? And it's a shot of a bunch of kids in a parking lot stepping on a pile of cockroaches, like really aggressively, and the teacher in the background being like, just real aggressive.
Like, why? Oh, well, and then at the beginning, the children apparently are in the army.
They show so many fucking like ripped up bodies, and then they show them feeding a bug or a cow to the bug, and then they censor the cow. Like, it's okay to show ripped up humans, but what's happening to this cow is not cool, guys.
Because some people will be upset.
Some people be upset
for a CGI cow to get ripped up.
Yeah, you don't want to rip up the cow.
That's me. I'm some people. I'm always just like, no.
Not the grass puppy.
Not the animals.
Not the grass puppy. Oh, they're so delicious.
Rip up the humans.
And that's the film. Rip up the humans, not the grass puppies. The film.
All right. So, which bug do you think you would be?
Realistically, or
Yes.
I'm gonna be one of the little beetles that crawls around with the slug baby on my back.
You're the legs of the brain.
I'm just the legs of the brain. There's somebody smart here, and I'm helping them do what they gotta do, but I'm just the legs.
I don't know which bug I would be. I want to be the one that like throws out acid. No, you know what? I'd be the one that poops out the explosive balls.
Blue butt. The blue ball. The blue ball butt.
I'd probably do that.
And you know what's great about being that kind of bug? It's so easy to get your blue balls off. It's been a really fun podcast, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for talking to us.
We'll see you next year.
On that super mature note, catch you on the flippity flop.
Bye.